welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey, my name is K-Mac and it's so nice to meet you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 healthy habits that you can do to make your quarantine lifestyle so much better. And let me tell you, all these habits that I do right now that I'm going to be mentioning should kind of be an automatic thing you do. Well, for me personally, it's helped me appreciate the reasons why I do these things. I'm going to be doing a sit-down talk and discuss things that I think is beneficial in our lives. These little things can change your whole entire day. So before we get started, let's go get some cup of coffee because I am still so tired. My bed has still not been made and I'm sitting on the floor making this video, and honestly I really like this lighting. I don't know about you guys, but I actually really like it. So let's get some coffee. So I'm back with my coffee and I have my notes here that I wanted to mention the 5 most important healthy habits that you can do to make your quarantine and just your lifestyle so much better. So the first thing I want to discuss is making your bed. As you can see in my beginning of my clip, I did not make my bed. I got coffee immediately, and the reason why making your bed is because it starts off your morning. It's the first task that you accomplish and it can encourage you to do another task. So once you get that done, it's kind of like, oh well, I accomplished making my bed, I can do another thing. It starts off your mood. It'll make your room look cleaner and incentivize you to not crawl into your bed. So basically you just did all that work to not mess it up. Then another thing I want to mention is making a routine. So before you question like, why am I stressing over this, especially during quarantine? What kind of routine can I even make if I'm just going to be home all day?
Let me tell you.
Even though we're all home, making a routine is super important regardless of our situations, because this can help us feel more in control of anything. And you're probably like, okay, like what does that mean? Making a routine can not only reduce your stress levels but enables you to know exactly what you're going to be doing, because if you know how you're going to start your day, you're kind of like always looking forward to doing it. It saves you valuable time while being able to prioritize the most important to you. So for example, if you're the type of person to wake up, read, and get coffee, you are prioritizing that as your routine and you are making it a daily habit. And once you keep doing that, it becomes your normal. And I feel like during quarantine, our new normal isn't normal and we're trying to figure out what normal is. So instead of figuring out what it is, make it happen. Make that normal for you so that you don't feel out of place in our lives today. Third thing I want to mention is our mental health. And everyone is always going through something, some type of issues in their life, especially during quarantine. We are trying to deal with how to feel, how to react with all of these issues in our lives. And mental health is one of the biggest factor. And I'm going to sit here and kind of elaborate on this because for me personally, as much as I don't like being in quarantine, I have to admit it's helped me realize the importance in life and what makes me me. Being in quarantine has been such a great break for us in terms of taking a break in our lives. It's like a pause. The fourth one is to constantly learn. I feel like a lot of us don't like to learn. For me personally, I have this book, write down things that I'm very curious about, my motivations during that day, anything I feel like I want to study or learn or research, I like to write it down. So always learn. You'll never know that some of the things that you learn can also be potential factors to add on to your life. Always expand your horizon. Don't settle for less and always keep learning. I think that's super important and you should always keep doing it no matter how old you are. And then lastly, get into planning. For most people, planning is really hard. Organization is really hard. Planning is so good because you can kind of see what your days, weeks, or the months are gonna look like. I can't remember everything. Let's be honest, we all cannot remember everything. No matter where we put it, whether it's on our phone, whether it's in a planner, whether we write sticky notes on our walls, it's just never gonna settle for us. So planning is super important because we have that type of visual outlook of what our weeks are going to look like. And I think that's so important because you can also cross them off and it will make you feel like you've accomplished the biggest task, even though it could be fairly small. But it's just one thing off your list. Allow you to learn to not forget a lot of things easily. I mean, don't get me wrong, even though I use planners like all the time, like I'm a sucker for planners, I still forget a good amount of stuff. And I hope this makes your quarantine a little bit better. I know it's something, but you might as well start somewhere than not. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you liked this video. Please keep in tune with my next couple videos that I will be posting, and I will talk to you guys soon.